Hello, developers! Have you ever wondered how a simple trick can make your styling more dynamic and flexible? What if you could control complex designs with just a few properties and effortlessly change them in one place? In this video, we are exploring the smart use of CSS variables to create dynamic and responsive designs. CSS variables are not just for basic colors or sizes. When used wisely, they can power complex animations, layouts, and interactive effects with ease. And here is the exciting part. We will dive into how CSS variables allow you to build flexible designs that adapt instantly by changing a few values. Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you will have a deeper understanding of how to use CSS variables in ways that most developers overlook. Let's start by breaking down the structure step by step. First, we have the main root element, which is the HTML tag, followed by the head section, where we link our external styling file and define basic metadata like character, encoding, and responsive design settings. Moving to the body section, here is where the magic happens. Inside the body tag, we have a section tag which acts as the container for our circular text. Now, inside this section, there is a span element with a class name that controls the circular text effect. This span element has three special custom properties that make the entire effect dynamic. One property defines the total number of characters, which determines how many letters will fit around the circle. Another property controls the size of the circle, which means you can increase or decrease the radius dynamically. And the third property adjusts the font size, allowing you to scale the text easily. But here is where things get really interesting. Inside the span element, we have another span that contains multiple nested spans, each representing a letter or a symbol. Each of these nested spans has a unique property that represents its position in the circle. This means every letter is aware of its place and moves accordingly. Now, let's talk about the styling logic. The section tag is animated continuously using a rotating animation which gives the spinning effect. The main span element is positioned relatively to act as a reference point, while each letter is absolutely positioned to float around the center. Here's the cool part. The rotation angle for each letter is calculated dynamically. We use the total character property to divide a full circle and place each letter evenly across the circle. And to push each letter outward, we use a positioning trick that moves it along the vertical axis based on the circle radius. This means by simply changing a few properties like the total number of characters or the radius, you can completely transform how the circular text looks and behaves. The animation itself is smooth and endless thanks to a simple rotation applied to the entire section. This creates a visually stunning effect without any additional scripting. The core logic relies on using CSS variables dynamically within the CSS calc function. In the HTML structure, three custom properties are defined directly on the main span. One controls the total number of characters, another sets the circle's radius, and the third adjusts the font size. Each letter is wrapped in a span with a unique index property. In the CSS, the calc function uses these variables to position each letter. The rotation angle is calculated by dividing a full circle by the total characters, ensuring even spacing. The radius property pushes each letter outward by moving it along the vertical axis. This dynamic use of CSS variables within calc allows easy control over the text layout. And because everything is based on properties, you have full control to customize it however you want. So here's a question for you. How would you dynamically adjust the text to fit any length while keeping the perfect circular form? Think about it. The answer lies in these smartly used properties that allow you to calculate and position everything dynamically. This approach is not only lightweight, but also gives you the flexibility to create interactive and customizable designs without adding complex logic. And there you have it. We have just unlocked the secret behind creating dynamic circular text using nothing but pure styling magic. If you found this helpful, subscribe to the channel for more CSS tips. See you in the next video.